But I'm Sherry, and welcome today. It's so great to have you guys here. We are going to work on a poem called If I Were in Charge of the World. Now, I want you to download the worksheets if you haven't already. At Cambridge for Life, go to www.cambridgeforlife.org/poetry. There you can find the worksheets that we will be using today. All right, let's get started, shall we? Now, first, I think maybe we better warm up. Warm up. All right, stretch the fingers. The fingers are gonna do some typing. I want to communicate with you guys via the chat. A lot today. I'm gonna be looking for all of your ideas. So warm up your fingers. Are they warm? Okay, now warm up the poetry part of your brain. Do you know where that is? Where's the poetry part of your brain? I don't know where it is either, but I do know that I would like for us to warm up by telling me how many words can you rhyme with yay? What are some rhyming words for yay? Because I'm feeling like, yay, I'm so excited. What words rhyme with yay? Now you might notice that I comment on your comments a few seconds late. That's because there's a delay, so please have a little bit of patience. All right? Please have a little bit of patience. What words rhyme with yay? Oh, now I have some ideas. Vibha says may. I'm so glad that Osman says yay. Ashley, day and say. Hey and lay. Yes, can you make any longer words that rhyme with yay? Hey. Yes. I'm glad you're excited, Mohammed. Doesn't rhyme with yay. That is another meaning for the word yay. What rhymes? What sounds like yay? Say, bay. Hey, hey, hey. Yay, yay, yay. They, yes. Rally. Close enough. Today we may use what we call poetic license. That means we get close, but it's not quite perfect for rhyming. We won't have to do a lot of rhyming today, but I thought we could get warmed up with a few rhymes. Now let's get into our poem. We're going to be working on a poem called If I Were in Charge of the World. And first, I want to read to you the original poem. It's by a woman named Judith Viorst, and I have to say, I think it's pretty funny. There are parts that are serious and parts that are silly. Let's look at it. If I were in charge of the world, I'd cancel oatmeal. Oh dear. What else? And Monday mornings. Allergy shots. And also Sarah Steinberg. That must be the bully, right? If I were in charge of the world, there'd be brighter night lights. Healthier hamsters. Oh, why do you think she wished for that? Maybe her hamster died. And basketball baskets, 48 inches lower. I think so she could dunk. If I were in charge of the world, you wouldn't have lonely. You wouldn't have clean. You wouldn't have bedtimes. Or don't punch your sister. Because you wouldn't even have sisters. If I were in charge of the world, a chocolate sundae with whipped cream and nuts would be a vegetable. Yum! All 007 movies would be G. And a person who sometimes forgot to brush and sometimes forgot to flush, oh my goodness, would still be allowed to be in charge of the world. Excellent. It was good, right? Did you like it? Give me a thumbs up or a happy face or some kind of great emoji if you like that poem. I think it's really funny. And like I said, this one was by Judith Viorst. The next poem that we're going to look at is going to be by you. You are now in charge of the world, and you're going to write your own poem. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. Excellent. Now, if you don't have the worksheets, it's going to be right here along the bottom. You can still download the worksheets, but we're going to start with some brainstorming. So we're going to work on these 2 pages, right? You should have downloaded these from our website. And it depends on how many things are on your list, how many lists you have to make if you're in primary school or secondary school. So we're both going to work on the same poem, but it will just be a bit shorter for primary school students and a bit longer for secondary school students. But I'll tell you along the way how many you need. And parents, if you have some of your younger students that are even pre-primary, they can do this too. Just have them do just one item on each of the lists that we make today, and they can make a shorter poem. Are we ready? I'm ready. Now, if you're working on it from the PDF, if you're going to work on it and fill in the blanks, make sure that you open it with Adobe Reader. Yeah, you download it and then open it with Adobe Reader, and then you'll be able to fill in all of the blue boxes. Ready? Now we're going to write a poem. Some of you guys are asking, what are we doing? We're putting together all of the ideas to write a poem. Once we have lots of great ideas, then we'll write our poems together. At the end of our workshop, which will be around 45 minutes, you will have your own poem about if you were in charge of the world. So let's start with the first list, and that is 4 things I would cancel. Or maybe your list says just 2 things I would cancel. All right, so the secondary list will be up here. If you're secondary students, you do the long list. If you're primary students, you do a shorter list. Now let's look back at the original. If you don't have the worksheets, you can download them right here. And in the beginning, you can just write down your ideas in a notebook, okay? In a notebook, on a scratch piece of paper, on the back of an envelope, or even on the back of your hand, depending on how big your hand is. Okay, things that they canceled in the original poem. Miss Judith, the poet, wanted to cancel these things here: Monday mornings, allergy shots, and also Sarah Steinberg. There was one other thing, the very first thing she said. What else? What else did she want to cancel? I see several of you don't have the worksheet. All you have to do is go to this website. I'm going to put it in the list for you, cambridgeforlife.org/poetry. Okay? And you'll find the worksheets there. Okay, what else was she going to cancel? There was one more thing. The first thing. It was something I like to have first thing in the morning. Do you remember? If you remember what else she was going to cancel, put your answer in the chat group. Who remembers the one other thing that she wanted to cancel? Something kind of breakfasty. That's not a word. Yes, that's right, oatmeal. Excellent job. Excellent job, Vipa. Yes, she wanted to cancel oatmeal. So these things can be silly. Oh, someone asked if there's no delay between every country. You know what? I'm actually here in Malaysia. Did you think I was somewhere else? I could have been, right? I could have been in the UK because Cambridge is UK Standard English. I could have been in America because that's where I'm from, but there's always about a 20-second delay no matter where in the world you are, and I happen to be in Petaling Jaya right now. All right, let's make a list. I'm going to write down all of your great ideas, and then you're going to put a few items on your list, just the things that you want to cancel. Again, the number that you want to cancel is according to a number of things you need to cancel is on your worksheet. Oh, great ideas. Great ideas. Coronavirus. Coronavirus. Yes, please. Coronavirus. School. Someone still wants to cancel oatmeal? Might have been answering from the original, but you can cancel it also if you want. All right, what else do you want to cancel? Lockdowns. Oh, yes, please. You know, I have been in my living room, in my home, for more than a year now. It's too long. Someone's going to cancel smoking. That's great. I'm so allergic. And drugs. Yes, that's a great idea. Cancel homework. Yes, please. No more homework. Cancel child abuse. Yes. Cancel tuition. Yes. And what else? The hot sun. Yes. So hot every day, right? What else? Bullying. That's a great idea. What else would you like to cancel? Criminals, racist people. Or you could also say racism, right? Another vote for homework and exams as well, right? Oh, wait, someone wants to cancel games? Oh, I don't want to cancel games, but you can have your own list. Cancel cold. Okay. Cancel studies. Yes. What else? Poison. Protesting. Yes, these are great ideas. Games that are bad for people. Okay, what else? Tigers, gonna cancel tigers? Okay, what else would you like to cancel? Books. Oh, I love books. But you can have your own list. What else? Weekday mornings. Yes, weekday mornings. Even all mornings, because I still like to sleep in the morning on the weekend. Hacking, bedtimes, snakes. Oh, you guys have great ideas. I'm so afraid of snakes. Weapons, population, the whole population? Or perhaps you meant pollution? Could be either one, right? We just had Earth Day. Canceling pollution is a great idea. Canceling bedtimes, yes. And you know what? My list is full. My list is completely full. Now it's time for you to put a few things on your list. Make sure that your list has at least 4 things if you have the secondary level sheet. Make sure your list has at least 2 things if you have the primary school sheet, or if you're in primary or secondary school. I know some of you had some trouble getting the worksheets. Not to worry, Mom and Dad can help you get the poem worksheet, okay? Ask Mom and Dad, hey, can you help me? I need this worksheet. Okay, so make sure that you've got 4 items on your list or 2 items according to the number on your worksheet or your age, and we're going to move on now. If you don't have them yet, that's okay. It doesn't have to be from this list. It can be anything in those brilliant minds of yours. All right, now we got rid of a few things. Now we're going to add a few things. So this won't be canceling. This won't be know this or know that. We'll have another list where we can get rid of things. But tell me what changes you'd like to make. What changes would you like to add? From the original, there would be brighter night lights, healthier hamsters, and basketball baskets 48 inches lower. Oh, I'm not sure why the video is blurry for some of you. I'm watching it from my own phone and it's quite all right. But if you need me to type in, I'll put the location for the worksheets in case that's what you can't read. Now, what things would you like to add? Brighter night lights, healthier hamsters, basketball baskets 48 inches lower. What other great things? Vaccines, yes. All right, we would have lots of vaccines. We would have plenty of vaccines. I can't wait to get mine. You know what? My mom has had hers and my son has had his. I'm so jealous, but they're in America, so they've already had theirs. We're waiting. Okay, bacon for lunch. All day long. That's an interesting one. What else? There would be new games. We could eat broccoli pie? Wow, that is a little bit bizarre. And you know what? I have to tell you, broccoli gives me a tummy ache. I'm going to skip the broccoli pie. There would be greater salaries. We would have Better salaries. Yes, sign me up. Laptops would be cheaper. Yes. Could they even be free? We could have free gadgets for everyone. There would be HD games, high definition games. Okay, cupcakes and banana cakes. What are we doing with all these delicious cakes? Would they be vegetables? That was her imaginative change, right? We would have free houses. What else? What else? What else? You've had so many ideas. I might have missed some. Games would be useful for students. Yes, as a matter of fact, in a workshop in a school this week, someone said homework would only be games. Yes. No homework forever. Free luxury foods. Oh, yes. I could use some sushi right now. Lots of free food. What else? What else? Free gaming chairs. Yes. So we could sit and game all day long in a really cool and comfy chair. What else would we have? Ooh, I have some delicious ideas that are making me hungry. I'm not sure what you want to do with these things. Ashley, a caramel smoothie? Yum, yum, yum. Yes, please. All right, let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have? Great ideas. All right. What other ideas? Cotton candy everywhere. Yes. Free education. Yes, please. Free houses and beds. Yes. We've got lots of ideas for free things, right? Free Teslas. Let's get particular about the kind of car we want, right? This one is good for the environment. Free Starbucks. Yes, I would like some, please. Look at that. I was so excited. I made it a capital F. It would rain tacos. Oh my gosh, Mr. Who. I love tacos. I love your idea. It would rain tacos. And you know what? It rains so much here in Malaysia that I would never leave if it rained tacos or candy or money. I've been here 5 years now, and I would never, never leave if it rained like that. Free phones and Spotify. Yes, right out of the sky. Tacos would fall from the sky. Yes. All right, so I like how you added a bit to that to make it even sound more poetic. It would rain tacos from the sky. Fabulous. Fabulous. It would rain money. It's raining tacos. Is it raining tacos? Not at my house. I wish it was. Free chocolate. Wait, Leonardo, free Taco Bell? Have you had Taco Bell? I didn't think we had one in Malaysia yet, but one is coming soon. Money would grow on trees. We would have our own country. Everyone would get their own country. Yes. There would be no pollution. Poor people would get beds. Oh, wonderful. There would be gold coins, free McDonald's. Oh, Cyberjaya has Taco Bell already? Wow. I wonder if I can grab food that. That's exciting. All right, food named by us. All those free foods. You put whatever free food you want on your list, or you could just say all free food. Now, some of you guys are starting to say no this and no that. Let's get to our next list. Let's finish up this one. And in the next list, we can add some things that we wouldn't have, okay? Make 3 great changes on your list, and then we'll move on. You've got lots of ideas for no sun, no pollution. We'll get those on the next list. We would get rich in a second. All right, in about 30 seconds, I'm gonna move from this list to the next one. So make sure you have your items written down. Free cabbage? Ooh, Cabbage gives me a bellyache just like broccoli does. I'm not sure what GPU RTX is. It sounds like a license plate number. Free money, yes. Or we could say money is not needed. To buy things, you can just get everything for free, right? All right, we would have faster internet. Yes. Okay, now I think we've had our 30 seconds to write down your list. So let's move on to the next one where we get rid of a few more things, yeah? We're gonna have 5 more things that you wouldn't have. One of them is going to be a phrase that your mom or your dad or your teacher says that you don't want to hear anymore. Remember in the original, she said, "Don't punch your sister." So you're going to put that one in the line that has quotation marks around it. See those quotation marks? There's just a single one on each side, right? Why is there sometimes a single one and sometimes double ones? Do you know? It's actually just a matter of style. The British style, we follow the Oxford style guidelines, and they are single quotation marks for speech. Americans use double, and this poem was written originally by an American. But if you are using UK standard English, like we do at Cambridge English for Life, you'll put single quotation marks around your speech. So let's get to our lists. You have lots of ideas for no pollution, yes. All right, excellent. Mr. Who, I got you no pollution. Got you covered, man. All right. Let's see. What else? You had some more ideas. Oh, the idea of unicorns. I love the idea of unicorns. Next, we'll be doing imaginative changes. Let's make sure we put that one there. All right, what else? No belly aches. Yes. No belly aches. What else would we not have? No what? What else would we not have? No Minecraft? Oh, some people are going to be so sad not to have any Minecraft. No poor people. No being rich. No, no extinct animals. Yes, extinct animals or plants. Plants can go extinct too, right? No money, no war. Whoops. No money, no war. What else? No singing? My daughter tells me don't sing all the time. No Roblox? Are you getting rid of Roblox? Uh-oh. No Among Us. So there's some games we're getting rid of, yeah? No dying. I saw candy. Are we having no candy? Can we just make candy good for us? I don't want to get no more candy. Okay, we would have clean air. No sky wars. Oops. Wow, your ideas are coming so fast, so fast, so fast. All right, no countries, no wars. So we would all be one big country, huh? That would be kind of nice, right? All of us united. Now, remember that we want to have one thing that your mom or your dad says, or one thing your teacher says, like don't punch your sister. What is one phrase you never want to hear again? How about I'll start it off with, wake up or you'll be late to school. Oh, someone wants no marriage. Oh, Ahmed, did you get rid of me? I'm so sad. I'm so sad. No more Miss Sherry. No dads? Do your homework. Yes, I don't want to hear that one. I don't want to say that one either. Do your homework. No real life school. No tests. No suicide. Yes, amen. No homework. Is that on our list yet? It might be on our list already, but we'll put it again. So we could say no more do your homework, because you wouldn't even have homework. Don't watch TV, take a bath. Now you notice that I changed it a little bit. Take a bath is the right way to write that. Take a bath. Wake up. Do you hear that at school? Are you falling asleep in school and you hear your teacher say that? Go to sleep. We don't want to wake up and we don't want to go to sleep, right? We're funny like that. No lazy. No lazy people. Or no, don't be lazy. I sometimes have to yell that one at my house. There'd be no money. Yes, we have that one on the last list. Go to sleep. We've got it. No more bills. Oh, yes, Anna, that would be great. No more bills. Wonderful. No drawing. And my list is full. I can't fit anymore. You need 5 things on your list if you have the secondary school worksheets, or 3 things on your list if you have the primary school worksheets. If you don't, no more bosses. I'll keep quiet. We have to be careful where we say those things, right? No more work, maybe. But this workshop is work for me and I'm having fun, so I don't mind. All right, make sure your list has at least 5 things if you're in secondary school, or 3 things if you're in primary school. And we're going to move on to the next part, which is one of my favorites. We're going to have 2 imaginative changes. So we're going to use our imagination. And you will not have that on your list if you're in primary school. That is only on the secondary school list. Everyone has 2 personal flaws on their list. So if you are in primary school, you only have to do the flaws, but you can help us with ideas for 2 imaginative changes. Bye, Leonardo. You have to head out. You can watch the recording for the rest later. Bye. No flies, being rich. Okay, hold on. Let's make our imaginative changes first, yeah? So in the original, it was a chocolate sundae with whipped cream and nuts would be a vegetable. And all 007 movies would be G for general audience. Those are spy movies and they're kind of old now. Maybe you don't care about them, but they used to be very popular back when Judith wrote this poem. Now, the most imaginative idea I have ever seen came in a workshop last week. Do you want to hear it? Someone imagined that there would be dragons that breathe fire to heat up my fried chicken. That's pretty specific, right? So what kind of imaginative changes would you change? There would be 1 trillion, bazillion, gajillion subs. Let's see. There would be 1 with a billion zeros, subs. But you should put your zeros in there, right? Where do your zeros belong? Every 3 zeros, you should put a comma, right? So you can put a gigantic number like that, but just be sure you got your commas in there to make it correct. All right, we'd have flying cars. Yes, it would rain tacos. Yes, we're back to raining tacos. I'm very excited about this. Nora, you believe you can fly? That's awesome. There would be no piano. You don't want to play piano, huh, Cor? I know Lola, cousin, and family. There would be robots. Yes. Can the robots do my chores, please? I would be rich. I would be PewDiePie. I don't know PewDiePie. PewDiePie. Is it a cartoon? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look that up later. We would have chocolate houses. I can't say that one about cats out loud, Nor. My cat will hear and she'll get so sad. You want no more cats? You would be Mr. Beast. I could be Mr. Beast. All right. We would have invisible suits. So I could put on a suit and I'd be invisible. I could go anywhere and spy on anyone. That would be pretty cool. Gingerbread school bags. Wow, we would have gingerbread school bags with all the candies around the outside. Yum. It would rain candy. I'd have all the power. What else? Diamonds and rubies would grow on plants. Oh, there's just one slight problem. When I grow plants, they usually die. I'm going to try real hard not to make my diamond and ruby plant die. Diamonds and rubies would grow on plants that are hard to kill. I would be a cat. Oops. I would be a cat. Cats have a nice, easy life, right? They eat, they nap, they play a little bit. We would have invisible sofas. So you could sit on the sofa and become invisible. Then mom and dad couldn't come and yell at you to go back and do your chores. Oh, we could become ghosts and scare people. Excellent. If you see X's, they'll be invisible. What else? You could be Harry Potter, yes. Your school would become Hogwarts. That was a great idea I saw recently. Schools would be like Hogwarts. How cool, we'll learn magic. All right, every object could talk. It would get very noisy around here, wouldn't it? But at least you'd have someone to talk to. You could become your favorite YouTuber. What else? We could control teachers. We can fly. When I like an idea a lot, I might add a lot of extra letters at the end just to make it emphasized. Again, we're back to poetic license. It's not spelled correctly, but as the poet, we can change it a little bit to be dramatic. I could be immortal. Oops, immortal. We'd have teleportation. That would be great. It currently takes like 22 hours to get back to my hometown. I would love to have teleportation. We can activate cheat codes in real life. You guys have fantastic ideas. Okay, I think we should move on though, otherwise we might be here forever. Make sure that your list has 2 imaginative changes if you're required to have them. Some of you don't need to have them at all unless you want to add them in. But we need to work on our personal flaws. Who knows what a personal flaw is? Have you heard this word before? It's actually a level C1 word. So C1 is just below C2, and C2 is native speakers. So it's a pretty high level word, but what does flaws mean? Who knows what the word flaws means? Anyone know? If you have an idea of what it is, let me give you a hint. Write your idea if you know what it is, or if you are resourceful and you go Google it. In the original, it was someone who sometimes forgot to brush and sometimes forgot to flush. So those were a couple of flaws about Judith. What are a couple of flaws? What does flaws mean? Let me give you the definition here. It's something, yes, something you're bad at. That's right, Ashley. It's something that isn't perfect about someone or something. Excellent job. Yes. All right. We're going to try to rhyme these 2 things. If you can't make them rhyme, that's okay. Come up with 2 things about you that aren't perfect, including bad habits, most certainly. Yes, something you're not perfect at. That's right, Mohammed. Okay, so let's try to rhyme. I'm going to put down all your ideas and then we'll come back to them and try to come up with something that rhymes. Doesn't like homework? Who doesn't like homework? Or who doesn't do their homework? Who has friends who are bullies? A mark, a blemish, or imperfection which mars a substance or object. Excellent job. I believe that you Googled, didn't you? That's a great job. All right. Homework. You don't like homework, right? Exams. We don't like exams. Is that true? I like exams when I do well on them. I feel really great about myself when I do well on an exam. Who dreads exams? You know what dread means? Like, oh, I'm so worried about it. I don't want it to happen. Who doesn't like Taco Bell? All right. Who doesn't like Taco Bell? That could be considered a flaw. Who delays doing some things. All right. Doesn't like homework, but likes, doesn't like exams, but likes homework. Have rotons. Is that canes? I think that's the word for canes, is it? I'm so sorry to hear that you're a bit bored. We're almost to our poem writing part. All right. Okay. Who's tidying my closet? Doesn't like tidying or forgets to tidy my closet? We'll write in third person here. Doesn't like tidying her closet. Okay. How song? Tell me what rotons are. What are rotons? I see that you very much want me to put that comment there. What is that? Is it the cane? I think that that's the word for cane. Is it right? Okay, doesn't like homework. Let's see if we can do some rhymes for these. Hides things from my parents. Sometimes hides things from her parents or his. Can sometimes get angry. Yes, that's what I thought. Thank you, Ashley. I thought that rotons was the local word for canes, but I wasn't sure. Who dreads, who is afraid of rotons. Yes. Yes, thank you so much for the help there. All right. It might be easier to rhyme. Who fears the cane. It might be easier to rhyme, yeah? Okay, so let's see if we can get some rhymes going on here. Bullies, sullies. Okay, sullies is a word for something that you get dirty. So has friends who are bullies and her clothes sometimes, and her clothes sometimes she sullies. I don't like that one a lot. I don't like that one very much. I'm kind of stretching to make a rhyme. So if you don't come up with the perfect rhymes during our session here, you can always go back and revise yours a bit, right? Let's see, parents. Parents, closet, things, delays doing some things, and waits for the phone to ring. Is terrible when she sings. My daughter would say that about me. Yes, most definitely. Let's see, sneaking my phone under the pillow. Oh, sneaks her phone under the pillow. Wastes their time with dumb things. Gets scolded by her parents, scolded by his parents. scolded by his parents. Okay, so so if it's too hard to rhyme, you can repeat the word. Like this one here is a repeat of parents. So you could put those as your pair, right? Of course, make the pronouns fit, because this one was written by a girl and this one was written by a boy. All right, angry, sangry. Can we change it to mad? If we change it to mad, it will be easier to rhyme with. And gets in trouble, a tad. That means a little bit, gets in trouble a bit. All right, so now we have something, there's easily gets moody. Yes, there's another one that's very similar to that. Easily gets moody. Okay, you try to make things that rhyme, okay? Can sometimes get sad. Yes, me too. I can sometimes get sad. Make sure you've got 2 items on your list. Try to make them rhyme. If you can't make them rhyme, it will be okay, but it would be awesome if you could. It is now time to write your own poem. All right, we're going to take everything from those lists and we're going to move it into our poem. So now you're really going to want to have the worksheets. All right, it's really going to help to have the worksheets that are right here, cambridgeforlife.org/poetry. All right, so you're going to fill in the blanks. You're going to take the things from your list and you're going to move them over here. You're going to move them over here so that they fit perfectly in there. When I say that they fit, it means you may need to change the words up a little bit. So it depends on you might have to change the tense or the way that you wrote it, make it sound right. Now, if you are on the shorter list, if you're on the primary list, look for the stars, okay? So you use this one that has a star. Yours will just have 2 items. You only had to have 2, but secondary school had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Lola, we are just about done. We're just finishing up our poems and then we're finished. We'll be done in maybe 5 more minutes. Depends on how fast we go on poems. So move the things over from your cancel list over to the cancel portion of the poem. All right. Have you moved them over? Yes. If you were canceling class or canceling school, you can drop those right there into the poem. Right? So now we're actually writing the poem, filling in the blanks. We had lots of great things on our list of things we wanted to cancel. It could be anything, right? It could be all the foods we wanted to cancel, or it could be racism. It could be pollution. It could be lots of different things. Okay, once you've got your cancel done, then we're going to put in the 3 things there would be. We made 3 great changes. And this is where everyone, all of you, are going to put in your 3 great changes. I gave you 1 space that was a bit longer in case you had a really long one. And that one says there would even be, so make that one be the best one. Because when we said there would even be, it makes it more important. All right, so put your 3 things that there would be in this list here. If you haven't finished yet, no worries, just catch up. Now here's the long one. We made a long list of things you wouldn't have. And one of them was the phrase we didn't want to hear. So make sure that you put that phrase in the line that has the quotation marks around it. All right, should be right there in the middle if you're on the primary school worksheets, or it will be towards the end if you're on secondary school worksheets. All right, so fill in your 5 things or 3 things that you wouldn't have. All right. Now, if you're putting comments in the chat box, you can't be typing in or writing in your worksheets. So please write on your worksheets, finish up your worksheets, and then we'll wrap up in just a few more minutes. All right. If you're done there, you can finish your poem. This is the last part of the poem, and it depends on whether or not you have the primary or secondary again. Only secondary school will have this part here that says, if I were in charge of the world. This is the section for imaginative changes. If you're using the primary school worksheets, yours will just have the 2 flaws, and it won't start with the word and, it will start with a. It will just start with a person who. And then you want to sign your poem. You want to put your name, it will say by, and you put your name there and written on the 25th of April, 2021. The reason I like you to put your date on your worksheet is that your mom or your dad might save this paper for you for later, because this would be really great to look at like 5 years from now when you're a bit older and wiser and you see what fun ideas you had for if you were in charge of the world. So make sure here you have your imaginative changes and also your personal flaws. And with that, you would be done with the poem. If I've gone too fast and you haven't finished, that's okay. You can take time afterwards to finish up your poem. I do hope that you'll join us again. Finish up that poem and you can come join us next Sunday at 2 p.m. on Facebook Live. We're going to be doing a poetry reciting workshop. So you'll need to bring your poem, have your poem ready, and we'll have a poetry reciting workshop. For those that didn't do the poem today, they can bring another poem, or you can choose to use a different poem. But I hope you'll join us again next Sunday at 2 o'clock on Facebook Live on the CEFL Facebook page. Now be careful. You want to make sure that you are on the main CEFL Malaysia page, right? Because there are a lot of CEFLs across Malaysia, and many of them have their own Facebook page. You want the main one. Facebook.com/CEFL Malaysia. I'm sure that if you are a student in one of our centers, you'll get a reminder and it will have that link to it. All right, and then the following Sunday, the next Sunday is Mother's Day. And we're gonna make a lot of mothers proud because we're gonna have a poetry showcase on the 9th of May, which will also be shown live on Facebook. So there are some people who will be working on creating videos of them reciting their poem. And they can get as creative as they want. If you've been selected to be one of the people who takes part in the poetry showcase, you can get as creative as you want. You can put pictures and words, you can put just words, or it can just be you reading the poem if you're selected for the poetry showcase. All right, and that wraps it up for today. Again, I'm Sherry from Cambridge English for Life, and we have more than 70 centers across Malaysia. We would love to help you improve your English, and I hope you had fun today. We try really hard to have a lot of fun in our classes. I love classes at CEFL. For our primary students, we use National Geographic learning books, and they are so cool and interesting. Thank you guys. Come join us for classes at CEFL. I look forward to seeing you again. I'll see you next Sunday on Facebook. Bye. Bye. Oh, bye, Martin. Bye, Pastel Lemongrass. Bye, Core. Bye, Yancy. Bye, Osman. Bye, Mohammed. Bye, guys. See you next Sunday.